for the songs. The first song is going to be, Mustafa? Do you have it? What's the first song?
Prayer of Life.
Okay, first song is Prayer of Life. And, yes. What does it touch?
Okay, just to announce that. Okay, everyone, so we have two singers. Should we have Paul, the sitar player, playing first, or you want to hear these two people and then Paul play? Sorry? Alright, okay, so we'll have Annie singing, and then Dana, and then we'll have Paul to conclude the evening. Okay. Alright.
Just say we go in and out. Be a Muslim today and non-Muslim.
Alright, so they're going to test the audio real quick because we haven't had a... While we're doing that, I want to explain that the lyrics for the Prayer of Light is actually supposedly Prophet Muhammad's favorite prayer. And what I did was I adapted it to classical music because that's my training. And I wanted to, one thing that's missing, and one thing that Lathan talked about is like the stripping away some of the cultural baggages. One of the things that we don't have as Muslims in the West is we don't have our own culture. We don't have our own musicality. Everything that we have is foreign or from wherever the country that we immigrated from. And so and then it's also foreign. It's not homegrown, right? We have homegrown terrorism, but we don't have homegrown culture. Sorry, I had to reference that. Anyway, so I went back to my classical roots, and I hope you like this this interpretation of the Prophet's prayer of light. That's good. Oh Allah, grant me light in my heart, light in my grave, light in front of me, light behind.
Mashallah. Okay, it is 19 plus 1 August
Okay.
2022, correct?
Yes, correct. Is it?
Okay, we are at Oxford University's, this is one of the campuses. What is the name of the campus? This was King's College, what was it? Saint whatever.
St. John's College.
Yeah, St. John's College.
Yeah.
The name of this dormitory, I forgot.
Yeah,
W2?
WT.
WT.
It's, by the way, it's August the 20th, not the 19th.
19 plus 1. Yesterday was 19,
Okay,
correct?
yes, it was.
Yeah. And together with Ani Zonneveld, we have been having multiple panels. Yesterday about 4 or 5 panels. Today 3 panels. We are tired. Right now there is another panel, just too many talks, too much. And Ani Zonneveld has a wonderful presentation. Therefore, on her presentation, I want to interview and share with my followers on YouTube. By the way, I have more than 100,000 followers on YouTube.
Oh, fantastic.
But not all of you are loyal. You are not all clicking on it when you get the...
Traders.
Okay, now here it is. This is, she gave it to me. This annual report 2019. And yeah, say, okay, tell me about yourself. First of all, what is your observation about this little conference we have here?
Okay, so...
What is the name of the conference? Assume that I have no clue about what's going on.
The name of the conference is the Oxford Institute for British Islam, and it's here in Oxford, organized by Dr. Taj Hag. And what else?
Hold on. They need to see British Islam, how thin they are. This is from dormitory. We go through here to pass to the other side where the conference is. Honestly, it is not for American Muslims, not even for American Christians here. Do you see how narrow? Come on, pass it, let people see. How, honestly, this is unbelievable. I love this. This is dormitory. I will show you how we go up like minaret. And here it is, go. An American cannot pass them. By this way, it is basically, go through the movie.
I won't be able to come through.
Go through it, please go.
and
Oh, you cannot come back. It is one way.
ticket.
Okay, now, by this way, it is basically natural selection they do. If you are too fat, horizontally gifted, you cannot pass through that gate. You cannot make it to the conference. But I barely made it, thank God. I was not fully American. Okay. I love it. Okay, now. Okay, are you visible? Okay, now the conference, a little bit, your opinion on the conference?
Well, there was a lot of intellectual conversations, very heavy on the theology, which is excellent. And of course, a lot of it was Quran-centric, and a lot of it was addressing fundamental misinterpretations of the Quran, which is also very, very important to learn. And for me, in the work that I do, is to take it and to apply it in the field, in the work, the human rights work that I do. And so when I'm addressing domestic violence or women and girls' rights, for example, I use the scholarship of Edip Yuksel and others to substantiate, to advance human rights in the field. So for me, it's great to be around like-minded Muslims.
Well, we have known each other for a while, correct?
Yes, yes.
But first time we meet each other here in Britain. That is fun. Okay, can you please tell them about this work you are doing, Muslims for Progressive Values? And this is a beautiful pamphlet about how much work they have done. Can you tell my, basically, YouTube subscribers?
So Muslims for Progressive Values it's a human rights organization. It didn't start out that way. It just basically started for me to create a progressive Muslim community for myself, because I'm originally from Malaysia, so I don't have family, I don't have a community around me, and I wanted one that was egalitarian and inclusive, that appreciated the arts and music, where women can also sing, and it's not going to be haram, everything haram, haram, haram. So I was.
they make even
So-
life in haram. According to them, I
Yeah.
commit so
Oh,
much
you
haram.
can't clap. That's
Yeah,
haram. Yeah.
yeah.
So I was so sick and tired of that I started MPV. But the reason I started MPV, besides wanting to find community, was because I'm a singer-songwriter, producer. So after 9/11, I did a.
I want to check whether it's recording. You continue.
After 9/11, I did a Islamic pop CD.
Yeah, it's recording.
I see the red button.
Okay.
Yeah, I did an Islamic pop CD, and none of the Muslim retail stores would sell it because they said, because I use all the musical instrumentation, the guitar, bass, etc. That's haram because Prophet Muhammad only had the darba, the percussion, and because I'm a female singer, of course my voice is awrat and it's sexual somehow, and that is also awrat and haram. And so when they said this to me, I was like, okay, I'm done with you, I'm out. And so the impetus for Muslims for Progressive Values is the right to express your Islam in a way that is uplifting and purposeful and free. Freedom to live your Islam.
MashaAllah. And what are you doing as your group? You have done some in different countries, in Burundi, for example, correct?
Yeah.
And you are meeting with women and also involving their imams and promoting kind of education and
Yeah.
critical thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. And if you want, can you share some of the pages with them?
Sure.
Just go through that.
So some of the work that we do is.
Let me record it this way. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Look
So
at
I will
this.
start with the human rights at the United Nations first. So I do a lot of work at the human rights when it comes to obviously women's rights with policymakers and government officials. Like this is the Dutch foreign minister. He's with the EU, and these are professors. This is an imam from Albania and a professor of Islam from Bern, and so.
Isn't this Ilham?
Yeah, that's Ilham.
Oh,
yeah.
Ilham, you met
Yes,
Ilham
yeah,
before.
yeah. I've known her for some
Okay,
time.
the names.
And so,
Okay.
yeah, and then, and here is a panel that I was a part of, advocating for LGBTQ rights in Islam, and this is very interesting because, you know, the homophobia comes from a colonial rule. And you know, so a lot of people don't know that in Islam we never had you know, anti-homosexual laws until we had colonization. And so what we did was we did comparisons, and we compared, for example, the different in Hinduism. For example, you have Hinduism in India and Hinduism in Nepal. Nepal was not conquered by the British, but India was. And so India had anti-homosexual laws, whereas Nepal didn't. And then we also had indigenous people from
Okay.
Australia, from South Africa, and from Algeria, also speaking from a Muslim context. So human rights is a lot of what I do in the context of Islam. And here I am, you know, speaking at a forum, reforming Sharia law and advancing women's rights in the context of law through the UN mechanisms. So that's me speaking.
Mashallah.
Yeah, and I was speaking here too. So it's a very heavy policy language. And here is
And you are also in the field with people.
yes, and this is where
You
my
are
heart
in
is.
two different places
Yes.
with people playing soccer.
Yes.
Mashallah.
So
mashallah.
this is an initiative called Imam Soshi, where we work with religious leaders, imams, male imams, who fight for women and girls' rights. So every Friday they preach about women and girls' rights. Here I'm playing, warming up for a soccer game with the young women that we are training or, you know, empowering, and these are the young women that have graduated. This was the Grand Mufti of Burundi, and this is my imam partner, and I've been working with him for 7 years.
Mashallah.
And so here I am speaking to mothers about child and forced marriages, and this is at a mosque.
Mashallah.
And so, you know, you see, I don't wear hijab. in any of these pictures. I am myself.
Yeah.
I
Mashallah.
don't pretend to be something I'm
okay,
not.
that's great.
And what's very
And they are accepting you.
Yes.
That is a very important step.
No, it is. And the imam introduces me to the congregants, and it's like, Annie's Muslim, even though she doesn't wear a headscarf.
Mashallah.
So that already opens their mind a little
Absolutely.
bit. Because for
A
them, it's
Muslim
like,
woman could be without headscarf.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
and for
exactly.
that society, it's
I know,
it's a
it is
step.
major.
It's
Yes,
a step.
absolutely.
And so when I was speaking to the mothers,
Yeah.
I said to them, okay, moms, you have your young girls going into marriage early. Number one, it's haram.
Yeah.
And number two, the meher. What do you do? You take the meher, right?
Yeah.
That's another haram. It's supposed to go to the wife.
Yes, mashallah.
Number three, how much do you get for the meher?
Yeah.
500 euro?
Why? Three major points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you
Yeah.
support your daughter to go to school and get a higher education, she will support you for the rest of your life, which is worth more than the 500 euro.
Mashallah.
So what do you prefer?
Oh
And
my
they
gosh, you
all
talk in
smile.
religious, in financial language,
Yes.
in many languages.
in their
And
context.
also personal level.
yes.
Very nice.
And after I said that, they all smiled. And ever since then, all the imams that I work with, they use the same
I love
argument.
it. Okay.
And here we have a radio show.
Mashallah.
This at the Mufti's office, he has his own radio station.
Okay.
So we have our own radio
Femme en
program,
Islam,
La
okay.
Femme en Islam, which
Okay.
is Islam. Women in
French.
Islam. Yep.
Yeah.
And,
Istanbul process.
process.
Oh, you went to Istanbul too?
Yeah, no. This was in The Hague, but the Istanbul process was.
Oh,
it was
I
an
know.
agreement.
Istanbul
Yes.
initiated it. is
Yes,
called.
exactly.
Oh, they sign it now. They
Yeah,
retract it.
Yes,
What a shame.
I know. So I chaired one of the sessions. So I'm very involved in this.
Why you didn't tell me that you were there too? I didn't know
Yes.
you were a mover and shaker, girl.
Yeah, I move the ground and then I
Mashallah.
shake the top.
Mashallah.
And then here I am hired as a consultant for the EU development. And they want to ask me what does Islam say about family planning, etc. These people, they have so much money, but they don't know how to give the money and to who and for because they don't know Islam, because they're very extreme secularists.
Yes.
And they don't know, so they're consulting with me on how to use Islam in a constructive manner.
Beautiful. Very nice.
Yeah. And we have
You go
Islam.
backward. You
Yeah, I know. It's
You started
so
backwards.
this is my global initiative. So yeah. And then in the U.S. This is MPV community. We have in LA, New York, DC, Atlanta, San Francisco, and Boston. So these are all our members of our community doing different things.
Mashallah.
Ramadan and iftars
Okay.
and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Oh, I know this lady. She participated in our conference in Atlanta.
Oh.
Yes, Wentworth.
Yes.
It's Critical
Wentworth,
Thinkers for Islamic
Yeah.
Reform Conference.
So we do a lot on FGM, for example, of course, female genital mutilation and cutting.
Oh my gosh.
Not just in the United States, because it still is a
Yeah,
problem,
yeah.
but also globally. Yeah. So.
Mashallah. Okay.
Yeah, a lot.
Mashallah.
Yes.
Very nice.
And here, of course, when you're in LA, I do a lot of speaking engagements. When they have a movie release, like this one is about jihadists and produced by a French filmmaker. Then they invite me to come and
Okay,
speak.
great.
So yeah, a lot.
Beautiful. Let me see. These are the people.
This is our
Advisors.
advisory council.
Yeah. And you don't have me there. Why?
Yeah, that we will have to change that. Yeah, Zaina is no longer with us. Obviously,
Okay.
she's retired.
Okay.
And these
I
are
might be too radioactive for you guys.
so
tell
these,
me the truth in case.
I can handle radioactive, right? So these are some of our board members. This is 2019, so it's changed, yeah. So now 2022, we have different.
I love this principle.
Yes. This booklet is on our website.
Okay.
And
then the name of the website. Can you go first?
yeah, it's.
Okay. Let me see who we are.
it. Hang on.
And curious people will stop it by pushing the space bar. It is a suggestion, basically. Push the space bar, stop it, and read it. Be curious about this
Yeah,
movement.
absolutely.
Oh, okay. This is
So-
even, in fact, you have a forward.
Yes, yes, of course.
And you have a signature. You need to
Yes.
change your signature, improve it. Okay, good. Now, how many minutes left? Can you look at how many?
It's now 15 minutes. Is
Okay,
that right?
in
no,
couple
no,
of-
no. I can't tell him. It's 15 minutes. Yeah,
Okay,
15 minutes.
it counts, and just we are going to finish it soon. Okay. And what is for future? What is your plan?
Well, I also started a global umbrella organization, Alliance of Inclusive Muslims, because over the 15 years of MPV, a lot of organizations have been coming to me to say, we want to partner with you. But because a lot of these organizations, although they are progressive in their intentions, they come from a very, very conservative society. So we have to be very careful about their safety.
Okay.
And so I created the Alliance of Inclusive Muslims, from which we are all under this umbrella. And so this was founded in 2017 in Tunisia.
Yeah.
And then here we are planning on starting a
Yes, go ahead.
shall I share? This is it's going to be called the Quran-centric committee, and we are going to be the fatwa committee. That
This idea is not from me. I hate that word fatwa, but they are going to put me in that trouble too.
because I'm so sick and tired of, we need to own our Islam. And we need to own, we are all scholars
It
in our
says
own
fatwa
way.
is a magic word. When people see fatwa,
I
they
know.
stop thinking.
I know. It's okay. But so I think
Oh, God.
it's high time that we progressives and
Yeah, rebuttal
own-
that fatwa
rebuttal,
from Quran.
yes.
We say Quran
Yes.
says this is the fatwa.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the way, you are curious how this is recorded. This is recorded by a camcorder, and I don't have tripod. Since I'm creative, I put this one under this camcorder to give a slant so that it can record us instead of the top of the table.
Yeah.
And this one is a British. I hate this. Look at them. This is so bulky. I have to also have a, this has adapter too. Unbelievable. Look at how huge it is. But I think their voltage is higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else? Last minutes?
No, that's it.
Okay. Okay. See you
Nice
next
to
time.
meet you. Yeah.
MashaAllah.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Ooh, your daddy's rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Gonna spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But until that morning, there ain't nothing gonna harm you. With Daddy and Mommy standing by. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Ooh, your daddy's rich looking. So hush, little baby, don't you
There's a lady I got to know. She lived 1400 years ago. The wife of prophet Muhammad, peace be upon both of them. She was born about another green in the world where girls are not as worthy. She gave back so much to her community. Oh, what a role model for me. And just like Khadija, I want to be strong. Stand up for what's right and fight what's wrong. Just like Khadija, I will be that girl, a superwoman in this world. But she invested a lot for her son, with a humble heart and open arms. She's the princess of Mecca, and the pure one Adaptation. She stood by her husband through the thick and thin, for the sake of Allah and their religion. She gave back so much to her community. Oh, what a role model for me. And just like Khadija, I want to be strong. Stand up for what's right and fight what's wrong. Just like Khadija, I will be that girl, a super Muslim woman in this world. Like Khadija, I want to be strong. I stand up for what's right and fight what's wrong. Just like Khadija, I will be that girl, a super Muslim woman in this world. Just like Khadija, I want to be strong. Stand up for what's right and fight what's wrong. Just like Khadija, I will be that girl, a super Muslim woman in this world. Like Khadija, I want to be strong. Stand up for what's right and fight what's wrong. Just like Khadija, I will be that girl, a super Muslim woman in this world.
Can you sing the prophet thing again for me? For me.
Maybe I will, but maybe like after.
Okay. No. Oh, she can do for me an encore just for me. I'll forget about the rest.
I didn't.
You go ahead and she'll do the encore.
I didn't understand a word from this one. The last one.
Oh, really?
What was it?
Just like Khadija, well.
I want to hear the lyrics. I didn't know you have such talents. Lovely.
want to sing with
Mashallah.
Ali, yeah? Want to be